happened in the market today? A lot of stocks are getting those bigger pushes, reversing, trying to turn us back to all-time highs on a lot of stocks. Tesla's breaking resistance areas. You look at Palantir, it broke resistance areas, hit that target I was talking about in yesterday's video. Nvidia still slow, AMD still slow, but if you look at other stocks like Apple, they made new all-time highs today. You look at Meta showing strength. Microsoft showed a little strength as well after that bigger drop, but it kind of gave that back up. Then if you look at the SP 500, we're inching our way back to the all-time high, breaking another resistance area as well. So let's go over some analysts and price predictions for the market tomorrow, and all on the major names, right? I like going over the major names because these names control the market and pretty much control the world. So you have to go over these. So maybe tomorrow I'll make a video on some of the smaller stocks. Just comment those down below, but I like to keep focus on the bigger names. So let's go ahead and start off with Tesla, okay? Ticker symbol TSLA. Tesla did break a first resistance area. We have another one right around 457.40. We also have a support on Tesla about 430. So these are our two areas we're watching out for Tesla. Nothing big I want to do here. Remember, Tesla has two more resistance levels in this range that if it can break both of those, then I'm looking for Tesla calls. We'll do those live in the Discord. And then, of course, I have Tesla long-term shares. Those are doing good. I think Tesla can get well over $1,000 per share. So I think this is still pretty low to where I believe Tesla could go on a longer term. I might even average it some more shares. We will see. But shorter term, our swings, we have to break two resistance levels. The first one is that 457.40. That's what we're kind of watching out for. Nothing really shorter term that I'll be looking out for, except I might be looking out for some scalp calls tomorrow for Tesla to reach about 450. That would be kind of the target that I'm looking out for tomorrow on Tesla. We'll be looking out for the Discord as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over to Meta. Meta had a little slowdown close to a support at 635.50. As long as we don't break this support, I'm still looking for Tesla to kind of, Meta to kind of recover and go back on this nice trajectory move to the higher side. So that's what I'm probably looking out for, some decent calls. We do have a smaller resistance area right here, right around 644.55. So if we can hold that support, come back up, break that resistance, I might play calls on Meta to try to continue this nice vertical movement that it's been having. Otherwise, we bought more long-term shares down here, and that's pretty much all we've been doing with the Meta front. Let's go over Nvidia. Support the same, resistance levels the same on Nvidia. Nothing big on Nvidia in this range, so we want to wait for some more movement. We like to be structured. We like to know where we want to enter, where we're going to exit, where we're going to take profit. Everything is lined up. We do the same thing every morning, all live. Make sure you guys join the team first in that description. We did about 2 plays today. As y'all know, yesterday we did 1 play Nvidia, 16% gain, very, very powerful. And then we did Amazon today for 7%. Then we did AMD for 11%. So about 18% off these 2 plays. And we were done within about 10 minutes of the market. Very, very pure, very, very freedom. So nothing big on Nvidia right now. No real changes. AMD, no real changes either. Really has not moved out this range. The levels are the same for now. There's nothing like bigger I would do. The only thing we did today on AMD, which I showed y'all, we did scalp AMD, was pretty much playing AMD like to the lower side. We had a high powerful entry that I called live. Usually live, I let you guys know where I'm going to enter, where I'm going to exit. We got puts in here. Then we sold our puts right here. It took about 1 to 2 minutes and literally profit was done. So just make sure you guys really know how the market works and really know how to be trading in these markets. It's very crucial that you know that and not just wasting time being retail. Okay. Now, AVGO, TSM, both of these are pretty stalled. TSM is starting to break resistance areas. So I did want to give another resistance area here at about 303.75. That's like our secondary area of resistance. That we might also have a support right here around 291.95. That's what I'm kind of watching on TSM. I might try to get calls once TSM breaks that resistance level to see if TSM can reach up back to all-time highs. Okay, I love this stock long-term, holding it, not selling any, but that's what I'm kind of looking out for that one. ARM is also trying to break resistance. If we could try to break this 139.90 area of resistance, I'm looking for ARM to reach up in the high 140s, maybe even the 150s. That's a potential like reversal play I'm looking out for ARM. That's probably like the only play I'm looking out for to get some strength. Even net coming close to resistance, but we still kind of need to break. I will update a support, I would say right around 197.40. And then if we go to SMCI, still looking for SMCI to try to get some reversal out of here. We just have not had that strength yet, right? We're still kind of just laggy, haven't moved in about a week and a half. So we're still looking for SMCI to get that strength and pour back up, but we have to break this resistance level at 35.35 first. So that's what I'm kind of waiting out for SMCI. I'm just being patient, waiting. Once it starts breaking, that might be decent. Also, CRWV, I'm watching out for some shares in this area. It bounced off that support that I gave y'all yesterday at 74.35. A1 levels always. Just why you never miss a video. Share the videos, like and follow, all that good stuff. But I am looking for some possible shares on CRWV close to that support because it will have a minimal loss to the gain. So say I bought shares here. Hit support, I lose about 5 to 6%, or to the target about 26%. So it's almost like the 5 to 1 risk to reward. The CRWV is pretty decent. I'm watching it slowly. And then let's head and go over to MU, same levels on Micron, nothing has changed. Still waiting for resistance levels to break. We have Intel getting close to a resistance around 44.40. We'll see if Intel provides some type of entry in here for me to play Intel up until the 47s. I'll be looking for calls to continue this movement that it's been having, kind of playing in that direction. I think Snow had earnings as well today. They kind of came down on Snow, so we'll see how Snow does tomorrow. I might update y'all on Snow, kind of in that same technology space. Even like Trade Desk is still dropping. We're waiting for a bigger reversal on Trade Desk. I'm just waiting for it to find a support. New resistance to watch out for is about $40. Okay, once we start breaking that, I might start playing like a reversal on Trade Desk. This is also something I'm looking out for. App is getting strength. Watch that resistance level 699.85. Looking for that to break. I'll be looking for all-time highs. Once that kind of breaks on app, I like the strength that's coming into it. We just need to know slow down here so it doesn't get too out the way. Palantir broke the resistance levels, hit the target price I was letting y'all know about around 177.30. Since that is done, that only Palantir play that I saw on it is done. Now you have to wait for a new play to form, right? Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 3 days for a new play to form on the stock. So I don't see much on Palantir. All we have is resistance around 189.40 and support around 166.20. That is about it. All I saw was that shorter term call. Other than that, I really don't see any swings or long-term buys or anything like that on Palantir right now. And then if we go to, Microsoft broke down. So we're going to put a new support on Microsoft. I'd probably say around 475.45 and also a new resistance on Microsoft at about 488.35. So we'll see if Microsoft starts breaking the support. I'm going to assume that Microsoft wants to continue to go down. I might play puts on it. We'll see for the Microsoft front. And then let's go to Google. Google held strength pretty good. Looking for Google to drop, but we never really played it. Google has a new support though at about 316.25, and then still that smaller resistance I'm waiting for. If Google can break that, then I'm looking for Google to break all-time highs. But I love Google long-term shares. Our shares are up over 70-80%, and I'm holding that bad boy through. Okay, I don't really plan on selling any Google shares. There's some stocks I sell, some stocks I would never sell. Netflix still dropping, breaking supports. I think Netflix might be a decent buy in the 90s. So looking for some bigger shares of Netflix kind of in this range to start buying. I don't own any Netflix right now. From the high to where we are, it is down about 22%. I would like it down closer to around 30% from the highs. And that's when I kind of want to start looking at some Netflix long-term shares. But like I said, pretty much assuming more downward side. You do have a bigger support down here as well around 96.90 on Netflix. So we'll kind of watch out for that. Let's go to some of the health sides. Eli Lilly still kind of pulling down, breaking supports. No real bigger supports in here at Eli Lilly. So for now, all we can really do is just have the bigger resistance, let Eli Lilly move. I don't see any play on it right now. And just kind of be cautious of if it does break that resistance. I'm looking for calls to go back to all-time highs. Other than that, kind of just letting it smooth out right now. HIMS, same levels. Nothing really has changed on HIMS. UNH did close above a decent resistance area. We want to see if UNH wants to continue that movement and kind of reach up and have a little reversal push. New support on UNH is about 325.20 as well. So we're going to leave that resistance there. We also have a smaller resistance on UNH. I would say right around 341.20. So we'll see if that breaks, but UNH could start to reach up in like the 350s and so forth. I also want some more longer term shares on UNH. So a lot of stocks we want to buy heavy, but I'm going to save all those for the Discord that do 100, 120% gains on those. That will all be in the Discord. So just make sure you join Discord. If you want to, don't do. It's all on you, brother. Now that's the health side. Still watching the bank, still watching Bank of America. We have finally came back and tested that resistance level. New support on Bank of America is about 53.35. Looking for some calls on Bank of America tomorrow to try to reach up above 55. That's like a really big target that I'm watching out for Bank of America to go up and hit. and then I'm hoping Bank of America to have some strength after that, like this, pretty much like, let me see, what's a good example? Something like this. We run up, break all-time highs, and then we have an extra continuation push afterwards. That's what I'm looking out for of the Bank of America push. I'm looking for calls tomorrow. And then JPM, still kind of laggy. Nothing really on JPM. American Airline did break resistance area, so looking for American Airline to push up, I would say in like the 15 range. Still looking for some strength on American Airlines to reach up. Next bigger resistance levels like all the way up here around $16-ish. We could take support away as well. So nice strength on American Airlines. We'll see if that can kind of continue and reach that. But remember, any other stocks you guys want me to go over, comment those down below. That's the health side. Let's go over gold. Still slow. Nothing big on gold. No new updates. Also silver, still slow. No new updates of like if I will buy here or not. They're just kind of stalling out a little bit. But silver, very strengthful. It's just a little high. So it's getting a little price balance. I would like to see a little red, to be honest, but we'll see. And then we also have Bitcoin. We already bought Bitcoin in the 85,000, so that was a good buy. It's testing that resistance level. New resistance level, shorter term on Bitcoin will probably be around 95,000 even, and then also new support will probably be around 88,400. So those are your new levels on the Bitcoin front. And then speaking of Bitcoin, Coinbase testing resistance as well. I'm thinking about getting some shares on Coinbase. I just think Coinbase could fall some more. We'll kind of see, but maybe I might play calls on it as a swing, getting very close to that resistance around 276.95. So we'll see if we can break that tomorrow to start getting strength. Then also Hood has a new support, have an updated Hood right around 123.40, and then a new resistance around 135.60. So we'll be looking out for Hood to see if it can start to get some strength, as it might want to go back to all-time highs as well. So that's what we're kind of looking out for tomorrow. A lot of other stocks tomorrow. I'll try to post 2 videos. I doubt it, but maybe if I only post 1, maybe I'll try to make it a little bigger and add some of the other names in there that you guys be watching. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Always remember, no recommendation to buy or sell anything. This is for educational purposes only, so do not trade anything you see or hear in the video. I will catch you guys in that next one. The resistance level on the SP 500 is still 687, but we do have a new support at about 681.70. So those are your new areas, but I'm assuming SP 500 wants to go right back up to all-time highs, so might even look for calls on the SP 500. Even QQQ might be looking for calls, breaking resistance levels. Then IWM breaking resistance levels, about to get back up to those is that all-time high on IWM? Yep, IWM all-time highs as well. I'm gonna be looking for like some decent sweet calls also for IWM. So, and then a support on IWM. This is like the Russell 2000. Support would be around 246.30 on IWM, like a clear area. Resistance level QQ would stay the same, but we could take away the support areas away on QQQ. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and